Hey, welcome back to Evil's Comics. This guy right here is Evil Mike, and this is going to be my new comic book pickups from June 7th, 2023, with some from May 31st, 2023 mixed in, like 4 or 5. This is my stack from 6-7 with those like 4 extra books. That's what it looks like. I'm going to do my thumbnail, do my thumbnail. I don't know which side I'm going to pick it from, but yeah. Alright, so let's get into it. Starting off with a big boy book, we got DC's DC Pride 2023. I've always tried and supported this every year, but not only that, the books that they always have like a story or a key moment or something like that. They do it on purpose, But I generally like all the stories from the DC Pride, and I already love all the characters that are, featured in the DC Pride. Following suit, a big one for me because we got the movie dropping this weekend. DC Comics, we got Batman 136, and I went with the Flash variant with Ben Affleck it's Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton with the new Supergirl and Ezra Miller Flash. I like all of them. I like Ezra Miller. For me, he's all right. I was excited to get this one, been waiting for this issue, but this is Boom Studios' Once Upon a Time at the End of the World, and this is issue number 6, and it is a foil. It's probably not showing up that good, and it's a very dull color on the foil, but it's still pretty dope. But the whole book is glossed, and it's nice. But I've been waiting on this book. I'm pretty sure I'll do a review on this one. I know there's a couple people who've been waiting on that. Dynamite Comics, we got Gargoyles, issue number 6. I think I'm caught up on this one, or either one behind, something like that. But it's still been good, and that's why I'm picking it up. This one I missed, and my LCS guy threw it in my box. But this is Danny Ketch, Ghost Rider, issue number 1, and this is a Stormbreaker variant. I think it's Guardians of the Galaxy or something like that. But here you go, just in case you're unsure, But I think they dropped it a couple weeks ago, and I had just missed it. IDW, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus Street Fighter, issue number 1, and I think it's versus. I went with this cover. I thought it was the as far as art goes, I thought it was doper. But there was a higher cover that I wanted. There was one, Cammy's one of my favorite Street Fighter characters. But sadly, my LCS didn't go, so I went second best, you know what I'm saying? Marvel Comics, we got Daredevil issue number 12. No variant, selection on this book, but who needs one when this book is that good, right? This is Marvel, one of Marvel's best, books right now. I mean, I can't say, it's got another one because Punisher just finished, but Punisher and Venom, man, Daredevil, that's where it's at. We got Venom issue number 20. I thought this variant was kind of dope. My brother's a big Venom fan, so am I, so I thought he'd get a kick out of this one, you know what I'm saying? But Venom has been pretty good. I think I might be caught up or 1 issue behind. Most of these I'm 1 issue behind, or I'm caught up. I'm getting there. Marvel Comics, we got Fantastic Four. We got issue number 8 with the Alex Ross cover. I know I'm 2 issues behind on this one. Spider-Man, this will be like the 3rd appearance of the Spider-Boy, but Spider-Man number 9 with the Electro cover. I thought this was pretty dope. But we're about to find out, Spider-Boy is actually going to save Spider-Man, because that was the last issue or whatever. That one I'm caught up. Star Wars Yoda issue number 8. I am caught up on this one. They're about to go, toe-to-toe, kind of like with Grievous, and they got Dooku in the mix. It's a in-between story because it happens, I think, episode 2 to episode 3, something like that. I know I'm behind on this one. I think I'm on part 3 of the Carnage Reign series, but this is Red Goblin, issue number 5. I think this is, in Huckley, and Glenn loves in Huckley, me too. But this is part 4 in the Carnage Reigns, and in my opinion, so far, that has been pretty good. We got Disney Villains from Dynamite, Maleficent, issue number 2. I have not read the first issue. It's up. All my indies are right over there, and those are my Marvel. So I am a little behind, but I'm getting caught up. I am caught up with this one. I don't wait on this one. Image Comics, we got Noctera issue number 15. If I'm not mistaken, this could be the last issue, or we got one more. But we're getting pretty close. We do have some spin-offs and stuff like that. But we're getting to the end of the, let's just say first volume, because it's not going to end. It's too good. We got Image Comics and Shadowline Productions. We got Junk Rabbit issue number 3. I have read the first issue, reviewed it, but I have not read the second issue. I do have it, but I just haven't gotten to it. And for some reason this one was like heavily damaged. I didn't care, but there's major creases like all the way down here and here. But my LCS actually had a sign like, hey, these are free because they're damaged. I physically paid for it still, but I was still happy to get a copy. Doesn't have to be pristine. I like them to be pristine. I'm not wasting my money. Image Comics, we got Emma Kubert's Stoneheart issue 4. Man, this one I am really giving a struggling chance. I made it to the second issue, and it was honestly a really boring read. So I kind of stuck issue 3 to the side, and I went ahead and picked this one. I'll go back and try issue number 3. But so far, I mean, the art, and maybe I can show you real quick. Yeah, there's this kind of weird thing they do, and I like black and white art, but this is like, it's not necessarily black and white art. It's like unfinished mixed with color. It's kind of a weird blend to a comic, in my opinion. Next up, an issue I am behind on, but really excited. I love the show, but that is The Expanse from Boom Studios. We got Dragon Tooth issue number 2. I think, if I'm not mistaken, issue number 1 is one of my next indie reads. This one I am behind on, and this was not a cover choice of mine, but it was just the last one they had. Edge of Spider-Verse issue number 2. And I think I had 2 options, and this one just featured more characters, so I went with this one. But not really a fan of this one. I mean, their faces kind of look like they came out of a Mad magazine, or I don't know. A big boy book right here. We got DC Comics. We got Shazam issue number 2 with an all-star cast right now. We got Mark Waid, Dan Mora. I mean, the first issue was phenomenal. I went with this cover because I thought it highlighted Shazam the best. You know what I'm saying? But fantastic cover. My Pride covers, I always grab ones that in the books I'm reading. But Adventures of Superman issue number 4. And we got the Pride cover from Stephen Byrne, who did this lovely cover, but I do like that. And that would be, I forget his name, but it's the Superman of China, if I'm not mistaken. This book right here, if you're not reading it, you're definitely missing out. That's all I got to say. This book was hilarious. If you had any involvement in watching Peacemaker, the show, this is technically like the second season. Really, it's going to be like an in-between before we get more Peacemaker. But it is modeled like John Cena. It is, it specifically kind of picks up where the show left off. There is no, like, this is the second season, but it pretty much is. This is the first time they've modeled Peacemaker to look like John Cena. He acts, his mannerisms, stuff like that. But the first issue was, it was a book that made me laugh out loud a bunch of times. I had to stop the book at one time and show my brother some of the jokes. They were so funny. DC Comics Steelworks issue number 1. Didn't have too many cover options, but I did have this one. And this one happens to be an homage to, I think, Steel number 1 from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? I am a big Steel fan, so I'm looking forward to that book. This one has been pushed back for a week, so I'm just happy to get it. I didn't know if it was coming out. Source Point Press, we got The Curse of Cleaver County issue number 2. Colin Bunn goodness. It's a anthology horror story, but so far the first issue was a banger. The little one shot was good. I'm excited for it, so I'm glad it did drop. Probably my cover of the week, or competition for cover of the week, but we got Marvel Loki issue number 1. I went with the Art Germ variant of the female version of Loki. I don't know if this is Sylvie or what they call it, I don't know. But I thought that was a fantastic, and I'm pretty sure a lot of other people picked up that same cover. My dude, and I haven't read his first issue yet, but this is Opus Comics Death Dealer issue number 13, written by one of my favorite writers, Mark McCain. I'm kind of like holding off because I'm a little worried, nervous, that kind of thing, but I know it's going to be good. But it's definitely another indie that I need to tackle. We got a book that I'm really behind on, and I just need to stop saying I'm behind on it and just read it. But we got The Flash issue number 800, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the last issue of the regular run before they start a new run. Of course, the anniversary issue, but I think this officially makes me like 25 issues behind on Flash. So eventually I am going to have to knock that out and read it. But that is everything else that I got for you. There were some books that I'm missing, and I left a couple in my box, but I plan to go back tomorrow and get today's books. I already picked out all the variants and stuff like that. There were some books that were missing from this week, and I kind of want to shout them out because maybe they got, you know, lost in translation. Maybe they're late in shipping and you know about it, but let's see. I'm sorry I didn't have this ready. Black Cloak issue number 6. That was not there. The Last Barbarians issue number 5. Trev, if you know that's dropping, let me know. I think that was it. I know there was a couple. I'm missing World Tree issue number 2, of course. You know, it got hot, so that disappeared out of my box. Thanks, LCS. But hey, that's all I got for you. If you saw any of these books that you want me to talk about, if you want me to review them, please let me know down in the comments below. They will make it to the top of my list. I love requests. Please like, comment, subscribe on this video. Remember, that's like a going forward to all videos you watch. You should always like, comment, subscribe. It's all free. It doesn't cost you anything. What the heck are you doing? Alright guys, that's all I got for you. I will see you tomorrow with a bunch of other stuff. Maybe I'll knock out a review tonight. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I love all of y'all. I hope y'all go out there and support them local LCSs. I will see y'all later.